Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank, the community bank where you come first. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wynette, and with me now, representing Illinois Miss Amazing, is Erin Tobias, Director of Advancement, and Erin Compton, who was the 2015 Illinois Miss Amazing Preteen Queen, Your Highness. So glad to have you with us. We're super excited. Erin, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Tell us about Miss Amazing. What's it all about?
Yeah, the mission of Miss Amazing is to celebrate the abilities of girls and women with disabilities through providing an environment that's supportive to develop self-esteem in our participants. We were started in 2007 by a 13-year-old in Nebraska.
Wow.
She won a Nickelodeon Halo Award in 2010, which allowed us to spread nationwide, and we're currently in 30 states.
That's amazing. So not just here in Illinois, but 30 other states across the country.
That's correct.
Okay, okay. So now, when is this year's annual event? Because you have an annual event, right?
We do. It is April 1st and 2nd, and it'll be held at the Naperville Yellow Box.
Okay.
And we have tickets available online or at the door.
Okay. And who can participate? How do I get to be a participant like Erin?
Yeah, so any girl or woman aged 5 and above who has a government-recognized disability is eligible to participate. The entry fee for participants is 5 cans of food. We promote volunteerism within Miss Amazing, and so
Great
those
message.
cans, absolutely, those cans of food will be donated back into the community post-event.
Okay, 5 cans of food, and I can come and be a part. Tell me a little bit, describe if you would, a little bit about what the pageant is like. So what would I expect if I came?
Sure, our pageant is different than a typical beauty pageant, where your mind might go when you hear the term pageant. We focus on the development of self-esteem in our participants, and we do that through utilizing the skills of pageantry. Our participants are paired one-to-one with a buddy, and they'll move through an interview process with judges. They will also get their hair and makeup done, and then will present themselves on stage to the audience, wearing whatever makes them feel most beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Yellow Box is a wonderful venue.
It's an excellent venue. We were there last year as well.
Yes, yes. Okay, Erin, after you were named the winner a year ago, what was your favorite part of being Illinois Miss Amazing?
My favorite part of Miss Amazing was the crowning.
I don't blame you. That crown is beautiful, and you look great in it. And I hear that Miss Amazing helped you become a Special Olympics global messenger.
Yes, I do speeches.
Okay, that's awesome. And what sport do you do? Because that was part of it, right? So what sport do you do?
I do rhythmic gymnastics.
That's awesome. So balls and batons and ribbons, wonderful. And everybody says, I heard them all talking out in the station, that you look just like a beauty queen. You are a beauty queen. You are lovely. The sash is beautiful. You have a medal, and she has the crown. So, Erin, what makes Miss Amazing different than other pageants?
Yeah.
Other than the stunningly beautiful young lady we have here.
So all of our participants are crowned as princesses at the end of the event. And we do select 6 state representatives, and they will go on to our national event and represent us there.
Okay, so I win here, and then, or I'm selected as a representative, then I go and I can be. And is this a process the same when I go to the National Miss Amazing?
Yeah, so there is a talent portion. I failed to mention that earlier. On Friday night, April 1st, we do have a talent show that's optional for our participants.
Okay.
So that will be replicated at the national event. They will go through interviews, and we do have a national winner from Illinois.
Okay.
Actually, she's local to Naperville.
Wonderful.
And so the structure is typically the same.
Okay, and where is the national competition held?
This year it'll be held in Rosemont.
Okay,
so
right close to home.
Area. Yep, June 28th through July 3rd.
Okay, Well, that feels like we should have a Naperville winner then, because we're close to home.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, I'll be rooting for that. And what do the representatives do during the rest of the years? Because I know with most there's roles and responsibilities. Erin is a global messenger. So what other kinds of activities and responsibilities do the participants have?
Yeah, our participants are actually very active throughout the state. As I mentioned earlier, we do promote volunteerism amongst our participants, and so they will volunteer on individual levels or within the group. And so they go throughout the state, participate in polar plunges. This past weekend,
Ooh,
a couple of
chilly.
our girls were there judging and just being present at the event, and that helps give them a platform and a voice to speak within the community.
Well, and I think that's really lovely the way you say to give them a voice, and I think that's an important part. It sounds like that's an important part of your mission.
Oh, it absolutely is. And to see the development and the change in our participants has been so rewarding and exciting. And specifically speaking to my experience with Erin, she has just blossomed throughout this year and has been giving speeches left and right, and I'm so impressed and proud of her to see how she's grown this year in doing that and sharing her voice.
Well, that's wonderful. And we're so delighted, Erin, that you could come and be with us. And we're so delighted that you were able to share your crown and tell us a little bit about what it meant to you. So thank you for coming. And if you would like to find out more about how you can support the mission of Illinois Miss Amazing and attend their annual event in Naperville on April 1st and 2nd, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break for a few short messages, but don't go away because we're coming right back with more Spotlight.